Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the 2026 year for Libra. And so what this entails is if you have your ascendant, your moon sign, or even your sun sign in sidereal Libra. But you got to make sure that you're looking at the sidereal placements. So if you don't know your sidereal placements, then you're going to have to look them up. You can go to my website, galacticcenter.org. I have a free chart calculator. When you're there, please note that you can find out more about so many things I'm offering. You can sign up for my free newsletter. You can sign up for my Galactic Planner, which is even more specific than what I'm doing today. Yes, I'm going to cover your whole year for Libra, but if you want to find out specifically with all of your planets, with your birth chart, day in to day out for the whole year, you're going to want my Galactic Planner. So go to galacticplanner.com, and with that, you can get a better idea of what your sun, your moon, and your ascendant are. So with that, I want you to realize you're probably also thinking, well, what is it about these? How can it be all three? And let me explain that. Because your sun is your spirit. It is the spiritual aspect of you. The moon is the emotions and the mind. And that is really important. That is really what you're sensing and feeling. And the ascendant is you physically. So you pretty much want to kind of check into all three. Now, as I said, don't forget while you're at my website to check out my Patreon. That is where you can become part of my spiritual community, meet with me live every week. And if this has inspired you to learn astrology, I have a school. Check it out. universityofvedicastrology.com. So now I am going to be talking about the sign sidereal Libra. So if your moon or your ascendant or sun sit in sidereal Libra, then this first month of January is going to start out with a bang, as it is for everyone. How is it going to affect you personally? It's going to affect you in terms of what you want to learn about. You are really on a quest for knowledge and information. You are that. It's amazing how much information you are gathering and learning. And you might find that you go on a trip. You could go on a short trip. You could go on a long trip. But travel is of great interest to you at this point in time, because you know why else? Jupiter is transiting in your 9th house. So essentially, from now through June 1st, you could go on many trips or a big trip. Somehow traveling is part of what you really are interested in doing. Furthermore, if it's not traveling, it's your mind traveling, you want to learn. You might even sign up for some classes, go back to school, but you're learning, you're reading, you're expanding your mind. Spirituality is of great interest because transiting Jupiter is in your 9th house of spirituality. Another thing about the 9th house is you want to know at all costs nothing but the truth. Your motto is like, tell me the truth. I can take it. I need to know what's real. That's what you're going through all the way through June. But specifically, more importantly, January is a time of this great burst of need to learn and learning. And probably you're going to find, if you're not traveling by airplane, you're traveling by car, either a commute, but you're spending a lot of time going places. Let me put it that way. And if you have any brothers or sisters, you'll probably be spending more time with them during this period. Let's move to February, because February, the Sun, Venus, and Mars are going to be in your 4th house. And this kind of ignites a sense of wanting to change things in your home. And let me just say, lots is changing in your home. Yes, it is, because there's just this really strong desire to have a different environment around you. Maybe people are moving in and out too, but your home environment is under flux and a lot of change. Okay. So looking at this, I'm looking at the eclipse that's happening this month of February, and it is happening in Aquarius, so it is in your 5th house. And with it being in your 5th house, it's like everything to do with your thoughts, your ideas are changing, but you're becoming much more creative with a whole different mindset. This is good. And you might find that you're really interested for a change in investing in investments. That's a thing. And if you have children, everything about your kids are changing. Maybe they're changing schools, positions, everything is in a big shift. All right, so let's move to March. And March, yeah, there's something about your children, while I'm on that, that is going to go through a radical change. And there could be an upset in the month of March. So be aware, they could be more accident prone and things like that. Look out for your children if you have them in March. And if you're wanting to do any investments, March is maybe not the time, because I feel like you're going to be too impulsive and impatient. Just take it easy. Don't make any rash decisions in the month of March. Now, let's talk about April, because April's going to be where Saturn and Mars and Mercury all collide together in your 6th house. The 6th house is the house of your work. And there might be some kind of setbacks in the area of your work. So take care of yourself. The 6th house deals with your health too. And that could mean, something causes you to have some downtime. So you could get sick. You could have some colds or illness. Just take care of yourself, and to avert any major issues by the month of April with your health. Now, I want to get to June and July. Well, first of all, the end of May, we have got this wonderful Saraswati yoga that is going to be, let's see, it's going to be in your 9th house, and that means where Jupiter is. So Jupiter's there with Venus and Mercury in your 9th. I bet around the end of May, you could go on a trip. May and June, actually. You could be traveling, going on a trip, and it will be spectacular. All right, lots of travel. Like I said, really from January through June 1st, travel. But starting June 1st through October 31st, we have got Jupiter in your 10th house. This is what I like to see, because the 10th house is the house that deals with your work and your career, your social standing and reputation. This is a great time. You're going to be elevated in a great way. Major opportunities with work. Maybe you get advancement, you get promotions, or maybe you start your own business that takes off. But career and purpose in your life is working fantastic. And let me just give you a little into the future. So Jupiter will be in your 10th house from June 1st to October 31st. It will return there January of 2027 and stay there for 6 months. So whatever you're starting now will blossom and take off in 2027. So August, there's a little bit of a setback. You might find that there could be a problem with a friend, and or if you have an older sibling, there's some kind of issue or a sense of loss or just not working out in some respect, or a loss. And the eclipse that's happening in August is happening in your 10th house. So there are major shifts and changes with your work and your career. This is your future. This is your year. Major, major change with work. And I think it's all good because, well, Jupiter's going to be there. And it is that many opportunities, but big, big, big changes happen with your work. So let's go to November, because I'm looking at November is where Ketu and Mars and Jupiter all align in Leo. That means it's in your 11th house. And with it being in your 11th house, there's going to be a whole new group of friends come into your life. And this kind of means there's going to be a severing of the old ones. You've got two groups of friends, a new one, old one you don't associate with, you don't have connection with. So there's going to be huge opportunities in the area of friendship. People that can really help you, people that can advance you. But there's going to be a severing of old relationships from the past. Old friendships don't work anymore. That's what you're going to find. And another thing is, by the end of November, Rahu and Ketu are going to change signs. And this means Rahu is going to go into Capricorn and Ketu into Cancer. They're going to shift into your 4th and 10th houses. It just seems like everything is constantly up and down and changing in so many ways for you work-wise, career-wise. That's all transforming enormously. Now, with Rahu in your 4th house, this means you could be moving because of a job or because of a job change. This doesn't start till the end of November and actually will last for the next 18 months, year and a half. So this will be really what 2027 is going to be about for you. Major change with work and where you live, and possibly with home, family, and if your mother's still around, that will become something that you're focused in on more so. But that is the end of November and covers all of 2027. So with that, I have covered all there is to talk about for the sign of Libra for 2026. So with that, remember, if you want to learn more about me, you can go to my website, go to galacticcenter.org. And if you want to study with me, go to my university website, which is universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.